And with that, we'll get into chapter 46, Enemy of the Frith Guild, and just strap on your seatbelts because this is going to be a wild, crazy ride for the next 5 chapters. All right, we left off with the Autarch coming in, basically telling everybody what's going on. And so the Autarch is there. He's talking to Theasin. We have Callisto and Spider in there. We have all these other people. Reese is there, or Rice, however you want to say him. Freaking meatbag.
Still my favorite.
Right, meatbag, as everybody else knows him. And the Autarch has just found out that the Frith Guild has actually gotten 6 of the 12 runestones, to include the World Serpent runestone. He is not happy at all. One of his lackeys is basically going over the list of people that the Second Ascension has killed in the process of trying to pave the way to make their society after the World Serpent is bounded to the Autarch. Now, they do list off Gregory Ruma in this list, and I'm not sure why, because it clearly was not the Second Ascension that had any involvement with it, other than I could guess see if they got him plague infected, and same with Decemius, but they didn't actually kill Ruma, so I don't know why they're claiming Ruma is one of them, but it is what it is.
It's probably just some lackey trying to get some extra credit. He's like, oh yeah, Ruma's dead too. We probably did that.
Just like, look, I promise, like, outside of all the other things that we haven't been able to do, because one person that is constantly eluding the Second Ascension is Guildmaster Eventide. And again, the Autarch is not happy that she is still alive. It is almost to a comical level of how often the Frith Guild has actually stopped the Autarch's plans, even with all of their ability to look out and kind of strategize everything. The Frith Guild kind of happened to be there at the right place, the right time to foil his plans yet again. We do find out that Theasin is set to get the Soul Forge for his service and loyalty to the Autarch. He's basically told, do not reveal yourself as been bonded with the Soul Forge until I have been bonded with the World Serpent. So obviously Theasin is not doing this on his sole volition of just wanting to be on the winning side. He's getting something out of this, which is certainly a massive thing, because obviously the God Arcanist, becoming a God Arcanist, is going to be a huge thing, especially the one titled the Scholar. As we know, he is very scholarly, even though we don't like to accept that, but spade to spade.
I would give him that.
Yeah, we'll give him that. Okay. Who might not like him, but we have to give credit where credit's due. We do find out with the World Serpent that basically the World Serpent is able to completely reform entire landscapes, entire countries, redivert rivers, whole 9 yards. So this is the huge stepping stone for the Autarch to get the World Serpent. And if he were to bond, he's basically going to change all of these landscapes overnight, or as close to as overnight as we could expect. And just how crazy would that be? Just out of nowhere, you wake up one morning and all of a sudden you've got a hill between you and your neighbor now.
I wouldn't be worried about a hill, like a river going through your house, like house turned into a houseboat. Poor farmers out there.
And then especially if whoever he's siding with, maybe the other side is against him and they're constantly changing their alliances and they're going back and forth.
It's a river one day, it's a hill the next day, it's back to a river.
My cabbages! So Volke is stuck being awake, but not being able to move whatsoever, and basically waiting for Theasin to get back from the Soul Forge. Because again, Autarch takes precedence, Soul Forge takes precedence. Basically is like, don't touch them until I get back. And I don't know when that's going to be. So Lord knows how long they're going to be stuck waiting. But thankfully, Carr had the smarts to sneak off when he had the first available chance. And he actually has come in to the rescue. That concludes Plague Arcanist. And next week we will be going over, or we'll have the interview with Chad and Shammy for the tabletop game, along with the following week we'll be starting World Serpent Arcanist. Oh my gosh, we are officially halfway through the Frith Chronicles series itself.
The books get a lot longer, so we actually have a lot more content to cover.
Yep.
We're probably like a third of the way through, but
It's like the Harry Potter books, okay? The first few are the smaller ones. They hit 4, it's like, okay, it's going to take a little bit longer each time. Again, once we have the bestiary available, we will get working. We'll get that out there. And I think that's it for this week. We'll definitely look forward to seeing everybody next week with the tabletop game and then the following for Book 5.
Eric, Scott, and I want to thank everyone for listening today. We post a new episode every Wednesday morning at 11 Eastern, 10 Central, and 8 Pacific Standard Time. We are on all podcasting platforms and are also on YouTube as well for video. After the additional episode airs, we post chapter-by-chapter videos every day in a smaller, easier-to-digest format. We do want to give a special shout-out to the final member of our team, Dan Mackison, one of the admins for the Frith Chronicles Wiki, link listed below, and doing his best to keep everything running smoothly behind the scenes. If you want to reach out to us, you could email us at frithguildpod@gmail.com or on Facebook or any other social media by searching for Frith Guild Podcast. Just to remind everybody, we have links to everything in the description below on both the podcast and YouTube. Scott, do you have anything else you want to add this week?
we see Volke with his true form, and I'm excited to actually see it in play.
Admit, this is another one of those like little things of just, oh, why do you have to tease us like that? Give us nothing else.
Stay tuned. Everyone loves a cliffhanger, right?
Right, exactly. All right, thanks everybody.